as men get older and women get older, obviously men slow down. There's some trash men. Obviously, she's looking for the top tier men. The top tier men have more access to women than probably any man alive. He might not be able to do nothing with all of the women. He may not have the energy to deal with them, but let's just say there's a top tier man in his 50s. Let's just say he has a boat. He has a couple of houses, vacation houses. He has some money. He has a bottle of Viagra. He can go in. He ain't got no shortage of women. None. It got to be 50,000. It got to be like 150 to 1. And especially in leisure world or in independent living, he the man. Don't let him have no hair on his face, on his head. He got hair on his head. He can dance a little bit. He'd be like, come on, baby. Uh-huh. Dip, twirl, dip, get it back. Get it back. Uh-huh. Go right there. Get you back. Uh-huh. Move that feet. Shake them hips. Go boom, chicka boom, chicka boom. He out here killing it. Shit. Now, he might not be able to give 3 rounds. He might not be able to do any of that. Yeah, don't let him get that country step. He'd be like, boom, boom. Man, please. Don't let him step in the name of love. He'd be like, step in the name of love. But don't let him do that, man. I'm telling you, he's killing. This dude got women 18 to 70 on lock. 18 to 70 on lock. 18-year-old girls will be like, well, I guess I'll mess with Harry back Henry tonight. So that's just the guys that got it together. And these women are going to be like, I finally found the guy that got it together. Jesus. This dude got it lined up. Don't let him have a boat. Do not let this dude have a boat. He's going to invite me on my boat. You coming on there with your wine breath, age 55. He's like, man, it's a slow Tuesday. He done had old teenage girls, older college age girls, all on his deck on Saturday and Sunday. Now he got to pull his boat out on Tuesday. Let me impress this woman tonight. Hey, guys, I knew a guy. Let me just say, we just chilling, and I'm going to get to the super chats. I actually had met this dude at Mastro's. I told you the story before. I met this dude at Mastro's. We chilling. Old dude looked like Telly Savalas, but he looked like a clean Telly Savalas. Like he had a bald head. I don't think he had facial hair. And he had on a Versace shirt. He looked clean as hell. I don't even remember what jewelry he had on. And I'm chilling next to him at the bar. We at the bar. I pull up a chair. That was the story where that woman in the yellow dress came up and was freaking all over me. All right. So anyway, we chilling. I think there was somebody sitting in between us at one particular point, but then we ended up, somebody moved and we ended up kicking it. And he was like, oh yeah, I'm a man. He actually had a marriage before and then ended up divorced. And then he married a younger woman. And the younger woman was kind of out of control. So he was at the junior college somewhere in his late 40s. He went to the junior college. I think he either married her or knocked her up once or twice. And then this girl was a surfer girl from Orange County, and she lost her way. And he ended up saying, well, I'm taking the kids. He had enough money and said, screw you. You knocked off. He bumped her out of the way, right? He bumped her off and he kept custody of the kids. So we chilling. He goes through his phone. And he was like, oh, these are the girls that I mess with. Junior college. He's just taking me through. He's showing me the text messages. Hi, daddy. Now, I know somebody's going to be like, oh, he's a trick or whatever it is. Of course, rich men, I'm telling you, rich men don't care about any of that. And these girls probably have other daddies. Dude, I'm telling you, rich dudes don't care about this stuff. They do not care. This is not a conversation where like, oh, I thought this girl loved me. They don't care about that. So he's showing me text messages. He's like, oh, look at it. And let me tell you something. None of these girls were knockouts, right? These girls were knockouts. Right? I'm looking at it like, damn. So for him, he'd be like $1,000 a night, or he takes them out shopping. He's spoiling them. And these were good-looking women. Black women, he didn't matter the race. Because this was like a white guy. Black women, Latino women, white women. I'm sitting there like, Lord. And the dude I'm going to tell you where he lived, and you'll know. He had money. He lived in Newport Coast. Newport Coast. I have his phone number still. We were going to kick it. We never kicked it. So he lived in the top of the hill, Newport Coast. Let me tell you something. Newport Coast house, there's nothing under 5 million. That's the low level houses. Everything's 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 70, 90, 150 million houses. So he was not broke. He had big money. He showed me his house in his backyard. He had one of them houses like that you would see on Orange County Housewives, on a hill, on a cliff with the backyard with the damn heaters here and the infinity pool. That's what his backyard looked like. I'm sitting there like, this dude got money. So I'm chilling. I'm chilling with him, kicking it. And we just sharing, going back and forth, telling each other our story and all of this stuff. I look across the bar. And there, over there, are young women that are at the bar at Mastro's. Now, you're thinking, what are they doing at the bar? These women, when I say young, they were 25, 26, 27. I'm kicking it with him. I look over, because he looks over at them. And there's another old dude bending their ear. But the old rich dude that was bending their ear, they wasn't feeling him. I look over at the women. And they're making eyes at Telly Savalas sitting next to me. Yeah, they scouting. They scouting rich dudes, old rich dudes. So I'm telling you, white girls, they know the game early. And they know they ain't got no time. Once they hit 28, they know that it's a rap ski. So they like, we need to get them now. They're making eyes. Somebody says, I think Mike Trout's house is in Newport Coast. Let me show you a picture. I bumped into Mike Trout at Newport Coast. Since we're on that subject, I was I can't tell you people, but the Atlantic quarterback lived up there too. I bumped into him in the gym. So that's the kind of clientele I trained. That's why I was making money the way I was making money, because my clientele lived up in there. I can't tell you when I bumped into Mike Trout. Jesus Christ, I can't tell you where it is. But I bumped into him one time at Starbucks in Newport Coast. I was like, hey, man, let me take a picture with you. He was like, hey, come on over. He was all cool. But anyway, I'm watching the girls. I look at the girls. They're making googly eyes. No, not Michael Vick. It was, Kobe lived in Newport Coast too. So this is where I'm telling you, this is the echelon that I'm in. This is the class of people that I'm in. They're making googly eyes at Telly Savalas. And Telly Savalas is looking over at them, and he's like, they literally was coming over, and Telly Savalas was dropping game on them. So people will be like, these young girls don't want you and whatnot. And of course, they're like, well, I don't know if you would want a girl like that. At his point in his life, he don't care about what these girls want. He needs to get what he wants to get out of them, and they'll get a little bit of good treatment from him. He wasn't an a-hole. He wasn't a jerk. He wasn't a jerk or any of that, but they'll get what they need to get, and he'll get what they need to get. So what I'm saying is, a woman in her 50s that thinks she can get in line for a guy like that, she ain't got no chance. No chance, because that guy has his hands full with anybody from legal age all the way up to 60, if not more. And it is what it is. So let me see if I can find that picture real quick. I don't even know where it is, but you're going to see, Coach. I was chilling. And then another dude, same day, he was like, hey, ain't you that guy from YouTube? So same time I'm bumping into Mike Trout, I'm bumping into somebody that recognized me from YouTube. I'm going to see if I can find it. If you want to see it. I don't even know if you want to see a picture. Oh, Lord. It's somewhere around here. Oh, it's somewhere around here. It's saved in my phone. I don't even delete. That's not it. It's got to be around here. Somewhere, Sean. Where's it at, Sean? Nobody want to see it. It was on my Instagram, but they deleted my Instagram. But so anyway, I don't think I'll find it. But that's where I'm from. That's kind of where that gives you an indication of kind of where the clientele was and where I'm from and the kind of people that I hung around and why the game was really tough for me back then. Because you don't got no money, forget about it, Sean.